hearings are going to be very significant because they're the last major national public opportunity that we've got to air views about the adequacy of the press self-regulatory system before the parliamentary hearings on the Media Appeals Tribunal.
When the proposal of the tolls were put forward, South Africans got up in arms and went up against it. Now we live in a world where I want to believe that these submissions will be heard in that light and will be a key voice in terms of South Africa's view on this law and certainly in terms of the route we're wanting to take.
It's the last opportunity that we'll have to actually mount a coherent defence of press self-regulation, because very clearly the concept is in trouble. It's in trouble internationally. If we have a look at what's going on in the United Kingdom in the wake of the phone hacking saga with the Leveson Commission, there are very strong arguments against self-regulation on the basis that it's self-serving and it's led to the kind of systemic failures in the maintenance of journalism standards.
I do not think that the press media is capable of self-regulation. And then I've had the experience of the editors and sub-editors editing my letters, not just shortening them, but inserting words and inserting a paragraph, without stating at the foot of the letter that my letter has been edited. Now, I think it's basic courtesy that if you edit the letter, that you've got to state that the letter has been edited. That is the universal practice, but except in South Africa, it seems.
Self-regulatory, press regulatory system has failed. It hasn't worked. And then secondly, that whatever system that we have to think about, if we think about maybe statutory, then that will be determined by the nature of the democracy that we have. If our democracy is weak, then it means that institutions won't do its work.
We are saying, rather than becoming draconian and allowing the state to be able to regulate the media, let us rather find the most principled ways to ensure that actually the press can regulate itself.
We believe that the mainstream media houses, as part of their corporate social investment, should sponsor a series of annual engagements to make the Press Council accessible to community members, particularly in disadvantaged urban and rural areas.
By saying while they could embark on a path to self-correct, there must also be a bit of a diversification of publication and ownership.
Experienced senior journalists should be rehired and appointed specifically as mentors to take care of quality control in the newsroom, to train up the young journalists, and also to feed into the system of public editors and the complaint system to make inputs relating to diversity of content in particular.
I think the regulation body should be an independent regulating body with representatives on the body from various strata of society.
I don't think we're at the stage yet where we can say that we're reaching any kind of consensus or even convergence of ideas. There isn't an apparent convergence of ideas at the moment. On the contrary, there seems to be a divergence of ideas about what we have at the moment, the level of the problem, and what we need to do to fix the problem.